Alright guys, welcome to the video. Going to be showing you the 2-mark game that I had in the 122TM real quick, and then I have one more to record for you, but I wanted to share this video with you guys. The 122TM gave me some problems at first. It really did. It just has to do with the DPM of the vehicle. I think it's one of those tanks where you're just going to bite off a lot more than you can chew, more times than not, because you're going to get yourself into situations that you can't get yourself out of. However, this is a 6, 7, 8 game. It was very easy for me to perform well in this game and also mark this vehicle. And really all I'm doing is just staying hold down here. I don't even think there were any arty in this game. There was one, but I don't think I ever got targeted by him. And basically we just outplayed people here in this area. This gun, like the 122TM did grow on me. The gun, I always had issues with the gun. You can see Artie actually does target me there, but misses by quite a ways, right? Wasn't even close. Gonna hit the CDA here, and this gun, like, it started performing better for me. I don't know what it is. I swear it's just an RNG thing, but I used to hate this gun, and now I don't mind it so much. In fact, I actually kind of like this tank, and I was performing so well in it that I was considering actually going for a 3-mark in this vehicle, but I just don't think I'm going to do that. It would be very, very stressful, right? And I think the 2-mark, it says a lot about, you know, my growth with medium tanks, right? Because you'd think like medium tanks wouldn't be that hard to play when you're used to playing light tanks, but that's more for tanks like the Borisk. This type of medium, a little bit tricky, right? A little bit tricky. We are getting a high roll into the P43 there and shooting through the wall, so no silhouette, just game knowledge there. So always make sure you guys take shots, even if you do not see a silhouette. If you think the shot is there, just go for it, right? M6 is pushing up here. This is not very smart for him. We're also going to kind of high roll him, clean him up from the game, 1 kill, and we're already at over 1700 damage. And this is the thing, man, like, if you get into a game like this, obviously you're going to perform well, right? And that was just the way this game was going, man. Like, everybody was just kind of funneling into me, you know. Red tanks were just exposing themselves completely for me to get easy shots, and I wish every game was like this, but it's just not the case, right, guys? It's really just not the case. I do try and get a shot at this Tiger here. That's all it is, man. It's really just a matter of, like, is RNG going to behave? Is the enemy team going to just give me these wide open shots all game? And then, you know, KV2 is just kind of like strolling through here, so we're going to hit this guy as well. And, yeah, man, this is just a stupid easy game, right? I think we ended up doing like 4K damage minimum. But we're at 2,500 now, and now we're going to be in a situation where we're going to have to eventually try and fight off this Type 58, right? Another thing to note, and you can see Achilles is hitting me here, another thing to note is this game was very close, actually. So up to this point, we've done 3K damage, but the game is still close for the most part, right? I think we are winning by HP, but this is the thing with the game, man. It's like, if you have really, really close games, I always feel like you're going to perform better, right? It's just like, if you're going to stay alive and the game is close, you're going to have so much more time to deal damage, and this is why I like playing light tanks in this current world of tanks, right? In this meta, they call it, because you just have such good mobility, right? And something like the T100LT really shines there, and it's why I like it so much, because it's so versatile, it's so quick, you know, it's able to get these really fast shots, it aims very fast, and it's just easy to build up some spotting damage and damage quickly, right? And that's why I really, really like that vehicle. Now, keep in mind, this rating down at the bottom right here is not going to be 100% accurate, right? Because it's adding this game to what it's adding this game to what it was after I played this game, if that makes sense, because it's reading it in real time. My statistics, so obviously it's going to be way over. So I always tell you guys, just keep that in mind. Like, you're not watching this live, so this number down here is not going to be exact. So KV5 is kind of pushing in here. I would like to get a shot at this guy. I'm going to get my second one into him there. And I just played this very, very well, man. I really have to say, like, it just... I predicted what everyone was going to do, and even then, I don't think it's more of even predicting, it's more just reading the map, and I made the adjustment to now help this side of the map, and we just put our gun where we needed to put our gun. ARL pushes up here, I'm going to clean him up, good RNG, man, just to clean these guys up, and all the shots are going where I'm aiming them pretty much, right? We're at 4k damage, 2 kills, guys, and we're just going to keep going with this. We're going to keep going. Shooting all APCRs, by the way. The standard ammo on this vehicle, oh, excuse me, guys, is pretty reliable. The ammunition's pretty reliable. I haven't had any issues with the ammo. The APCRs, I love the way APCRs fly. Good shot here into the Scorpion, taking my time to aim that. And yeah, the way the APCRs fly, the shell velocity is just so quick. I absolutely love APCR. It is definitely my favorite ammo type by far. At this point, we're just kind of waiting to see what the rest of this team is going to do, if they're going to push in, because they've been doing so quite a bit so far, right? Over 4k damage already, guys. Here comes the Type 58. Gonna take my time. I aim these shots. You see how long I take to aim these shots? Really aim them well, and wait for the reticle to shrink quite a bit playing this vehicle. That's what I've noticed you have to do. A lot of people will tell you to play mediums and don't fully aim, but I think that's when you're trying to snapshot from a closer distance. This thing is very capable of sniping from the back. It really is. Some other mediums are not. Like, I recently just bought the Object 274A. I traded it in, actually, for the M4190, and I also got rid of the T92. I got rid of those two tanks, and I got the Chrysler GF, and I got the Object 274A, and I like both tanks. It's just weird, man. One of them I started out really good and then went down. The other one I started out down, went up. And it really just comes down to matchmaking, especially on a holiday weekend. That's really what it is, in my opinion. I'm trying to get this shot into the P43 there. Achilles was actually loading APCRs, and I was surprised he was able to pen me so much. I kind of just started driving towards him. Here, you can see he's like penning me again. I was just surprised, man, like this tier 6 vehicle being able to pen me this well. But yeah, up to this point, it's been a phenomenal game, guys. And we end up chasing this Achilles, like, all over the place. I'll kind of speed it up for you at the end here, just so you can see we end up chasing this Achilles. I had a feeling he was going to try and run up this way. So we missed that shot. It is what it is. I'm going to come all the way up here. I have a feeling this guy's going to try and turn around or do something fancy, and he does. So I come up to the peak of the hill, right? Just in case he goes either way, I can see like which way he's going, and he's going to try and run away this way. And I know that the Achilles is a tier 6 tank, but here's a good demonstration of how you can bully people with this vehicle, right? Like, he's going to try and run away. I'm going to turn my tank very, very quickly. I'm not going to give this guy my side plate. He's going to run into the rock wall there, unfortunately. Going to hit him here and just like get right on top of him, and I give him the little like, no way, man, not getting away from me, and little salute. Like, good game, man. 5100 damage, guys. 445 assist. I don't have M plates for this one. I don't think I saved the M plates. I didn't think it was even really necessary because there was nothing blind, and this game was like monstrous, man. 10k win 8. Again, 5 kills, guys, 5100 damage, and this was my 2-mark game with this vehicle, and this is how I was running it. I did run it with the Bounty Vents, Bounty Rammer Directive, and then this piece of experimental equipment here, this tier 3 mobility experimental equipment, and we actually ran out of APCRs. This is the first time I've ever played this vehicle and ran out of APCRs, but overall, I think this is a pretty good game. I'm like stuck here. I can't give you the camera view of the tank. Just like stuck like that, but whatever. I'll run it back and I will get a thumbnail, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, I would say, like, if I had to give advice on this vehicle, though I'm not an expert in it, is just to kind of play it passively. Like, you think with the amount of armor this vehicle has that it would be really, really strong, but the reality is if you get up close enough, people are just going to pick apart your caps. This vehicle can't really side scrape. It can definitely side scrape at lower tiers. Like, I've done it, and from a distance, like, you can kind of get away with it if you had to. But I don't really recommend it. It's not really made for it like some of these other heavy tanks are, but you can do it. This tank is more like a medium range, hold down, brawling tank, sniperish kind of tank, right? Not necessarily brawling, more like a sniperish kind of tank, but it can brawl. That's why I say brawlish, you know, because there's situations where you can literally get right up in people's faces, put your gun into their gun, block their shot from hitting your turret and all, and you can kind of do that like with this vehicle, right? Because hold down, it's strong. Um, but keep in mind, you don't have the DPM. So that's what I keep telling you guys. You lack DPM so severely, like, and it's very noticeable because I bought the Object 274A, and that does 320 damage a shot. It's like a 5.5 second reload or something like that, and this is like a 12. And it's just like it feels like you're always reloading in this vehicle. It just takes so long, man. That you really do not want to put yourself into these situations where you're facing someone that has like 3k DPM or something crazy, right? So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you for the next one. Take care. Bye bye.